Hello viewers, and we appreciate you watching. Well, like the title says, Christmas came early this year. This is our first brand new heavy-duty wrecker, and it is a Peterbilt 2024 389. But before we get started going around this truck, you know, I'd like to thank all the drivers we have. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. And without the drivers that came before them, you know, Sumter Wrecker wouldn't be here. We've had a bunch of good drivers over the past, and you know, they were the ones in the ditches getting the job done. And I've had some very good employees. I've been blessed to be able to get this truck. But like I said, it's a 2024 Peterbilt 389. It's got the X15 Cummins 565 horsepower. It's got an 18-speed Eaton transmission, twin steer. Each front axle is rated for 16,000 apiece. The rears are 26,000 apiece. But it's a tandem. Kind of go through it a little bit and show you. Still trying to get used to the windshield on the new Peterbilts. I'm kind of an old Peterbilt guy, and I like the split windshield, but it's a little different. But change is good sometimes. So, there's the X15, like I said, 565 horsepower. But I'm sure it should be just like the motors in Mr. Wilbert's. He's got the Cummins 565 horsepower in the KW he drives now. So, but let's get to the bed. I know probably a lot of y'all might be disappointed, as was I, but it is not a rotator. It is a Vulcan 103. And before we get into going through the 103, you know, I'd like to have a rotator, but it's just financially, I couldn't see the spending the extra money for no more than what we do. We do a lot of work and we make do with what we have. So this truck is a little bit different than Wilbert and Caleb's. It is the Vulcan 103, and what the 103 is, it has a third winch mounted under the boom. That's a 22,000 pound winch. It's got 5/8 cable, 150 foot. So that's the difference in it. It has twin 50,000 pound winches on it, and it's got the Euro Stinger under reach. Difference in this truck and my other V100s is the outriggers. It has the extendable outriggers. Like rotators, they just don't go out as far. It helps stabilize the truck when we're lifting a little bit heavier loads. But, it came somewhat equipped. We've been every day getting stuff in to put on it, but kind of go through what we got on it right now. As you see, we got, this is going to be our one of our fork compartments, and some of our chains, and we got our 4 12-ton snatch blocks in there. This is all of our straps. We still waiting on our big 8-inch and 6-inch straps. They should be in shortly. I think we have a whole lot in this compartment. Yeah, just our height stick right now. In this compartment, we got our tow light bar, driveline buddy, our axle caps, drive shaft sockets and all. Just your controls. But I do like these controls. It's pretty much just like Wilbert's. Everything's the same except for it has the third winch. Everything's color coded, and to work your outriggers, all you do is you mash this toggle switch and you still use your down. It just transfers the fluid to push the cylinder out first. But you can control all your lights from right here if you need to. Like I said, it has the Euro Stinger under reach on it. I don't think we have a hole in this compartment yet. Nope, just controls on this side. Here's all our shackle kits and what we've put in here so far. Like I said, we're still waiting on a lot of stuff to come in. Our goal is to hopefully have this truck on the road by January. We're close to getting, it could start running calls now. We're still waiting on the tags. 7-drawer tool kit, airlines, air fittings, DeWalt tools in here. And some of our heavy duty recovery stuff. These snatch blocks came off of the truck that was in the accident, so we just painted them green so they're okay. Viewers, this is the truck George got in the accident with back in July, but that's the one the new truck's replacing. As you can see, it knocked the whole front axle out from under it, broke both leaf springs, hood, bumper, bunch of damage up under it, busted several tires. Well, what happened, a woman pulled out in front of him, and George tried to avoid her, hit the front of a car, went through 2 guardrails and down an embankment. Luckily George wasn't hurt and the lady wasn't hurt. They both went to the hospital and got checked out. And that's the main thing we carry insurance for, but glad they didn't get hurt. The truck he was towing, no damage was done to it, but this is the truck that was in the accident, and I've actually purchased it back from the insurance company. So if anybody needs a 25-ton ATAC bed, I got one here. We just rebuilt the wheel lift, the underlift on it, rebuilt the cylinders, had the valve body replaced. We were in the process of fixing to rebuild the lift cylinders for the boom, but we got one here if anybody's interested. We go back to the new truck now. 8-ton snatch blocks rated for 5/8 cable, which will work perfect on the boom, the 3rd winch under the boom. But we're still waiting on our heavy duty recovery chains and a couple more special chains we're waiting on. And the rest of our forks here, we're still waiting on a couple of forks that hadn't came in yet. Waiting on our hose reel and just some small stuff here and there. Like I said, it probably could run some towing calls. I wouldn't want to send it on a heavy duty recovery yet because we still don't have the real big stuff we need to recover with. It does have the small sleeper on it. If Wilbert's truck was here side by side with this one, you'd see how much higher this one sits up, and still taking a little bit getting used to, but it got 3 steps to climb up to get in here. So you're definitely sitting higher than any of the other trucks. But it's got the winch and brake, where you can lock all your tires in for pulling your differentials. Little small sleeper back there. But I've been blessed to be able to purchase something this nice. I never dreamed of being able to own a brand new heavy duty recovery truck, but the good Lord's been good to me, and been blessed. And like I said, all the employees before that came and helped, they made all this possible. But probably Mr. Wilbur to be in this truck, it'll be pretty much running hopefully just around town. Won't be making long trips. But the reason I went with the tandem on the front was we tow a lot of quad axles and triaxles that's loaded, and it gets to the point sometimes you hit a hole, you put your triaxle down, you lose steering. If you don't put it down, then you lose braking. And we were just bouncing towing some of these loaded trucks. So I'd seen where they had the tandem, and a lot of them you see has got the 9055 XL on them. but I wanted to go with the third winch option, which was on the Vulcan. So we're gonna give it a try and see how it totes the quad axles and stuff like that, which it should. We tote them all the time with the trucks we have now. And, I think I'm gonna like the twin steer. It's got it does have disc brakes on it, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna like them. It's new, but it's here now, so whether I like it or not, we're gonna have to deal with them. You know, it doesn't have the big flotation tires like the other two trucks have on them, but like I said, they 16,000 pound front axles on it, steer axles. But we will be getting this truck possibly wrapped. We got some temporary stickers on it right now just so we can you know, get it on the road as soon as we get the tags on it, and hopefully come up in some videos that y'all get to see it in action. But kind of do a little quick video of the outriggers and all coming out. So pretty much all you do is go out with the outrigger. I got to get used to all these controls. You let off of that button and your outrigger goes down. As you can see, all the hooks are color coded, and what I'm gonna do is run everything out and then cut the truck off and kind of talk a little bit about it. The only thing I don't like about the Outriggers is you have to come to each side to control them. Just to get them to come out. And once you get them out, you can let them down from either side. But they do have the flipper feet on them. I'll step back here a minute so you can see what kind of boom height we got. Alright, not sure if you can see it, but this is the new remote control they've went with. It takes me a minute to figure this thing out. So fold down. One thing I wanted to go over with you guys was the fork holders on this truck are different than some Wilbur and Caleb's now. They got the dual fork holders, which Miller's done a lot of research on these, and they come all the way out. But that's as far as they'll come out, but it gives you a little bit more room, you know, to get a fork out here and you're not stuck. You know, you maybe gain 6 or 8 inches hanging off the side like that. But you can take your chain with an oblong ring and run through these holes here and catch you in a binder in the middle to secure it. You know, most of the time we use just 3-inch straps, heavy duty tie down straps, but we may switch. I do have a binder kit on this truck so the drivers can try that out and see if they like that one better versus the other ones. Okay, Folks, one other feature on this truck that we don't have on the other ones is the DVI system. And what it is, I don't know if you can tell in the daylight by how bright our lights are, but like if you're out on the interstate and your lights are too bright and they're blinding people, you can hit this switch, this DVI switch here, and it slows them down, and it kind of dims them a little bit. You still have flashing lights, but it dims them down, and it's not as bright to people that's coming up and blinding them when they're coming up on you on the side of the interstate or accident scene or whatever you're working. But hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and if you like our content channel, please subscribe. And as always, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.